So, who we really are, in our tradition, we say we are pure space and the pure awareness. So, we are like a sky and sun shining in the sky. So, we are this space and we are this light. We are not mountain, we are not river, we are not trees, we are not passing travelers. We are that which contains everything, which everything is like an ornament of that sky. Everything is support of that sky. Everything is the like a beauty of that sky. For us in our everyday life, we forget, instead of being that space, instead of being that light, we become one specific matter in that space. We identify with the specific things, like we identify with our gender, our nationality, we identify with our pain, with our conflict stories, we identify with what we do, and as we identify with all those things which we are not, we lose the connection to actually who truly we are. So all our suffering, as you mentioned, all our sufferings, if you look, each one of your own pain, a mother's pain, that mother's pain has to do with mother overly identifying with the role of mother. She's a mother, that's not to deny, but she's not only a mother. Her role of mother is one simple, small, a manifestation of a big mother who she is. She's a mother in a sense of universe, not for one child or two childs. So it's a sense of being overly identified with one single thing, then you lose the truly sense of who you are as a mother, but as a mother, as a universe, that contains and holds and everything and allows to manifest everything, becomes a source of every manifestation. You lose that deep potentiality, deep connection to the source. We lose that. So basically, that's what it is. So some sense of, I think, the ways to, probably is your second question, how to to understand that. First, I think is a good method is to understand the main things that you're identifying in your life, this moment in your life. Maybe you are too much of mother, maybe you are too much of lawyer, maybe you are too much of doctor, maybe you are too much of some specific things in your life this moment. That is the only reason, or main reason, that all your suffering, confusion, pain is coming from that, those identity. And those identities who truly you are not. So then you might wonder, okay, if I don't identify myself as a lawyer, I might not be able to do a good job as a lawyer. No, that's not true. It's, in a way, it's the opposite. You can do much better job as a lawyer by being who you are, not just being the lawyer. Because lawyer is part of who you are, not you are not part of lawyer. So you have to understand the greater sense of who you are, then I think your role will be able to fulfill, because your role has much bigger space to come from. A lawyer with love, lawyer with care, lawyer with so much attention, lawyer which is not only always focusing on a conflict, lawyer who's focusing on a solution. Not a, they say, there's two kinds of lawyer, deal maker and deal breaker. So you are not only deal breaker, you can also become a deal maker lawyer if you are who you are. So I think, in a sense, that not trying to find out a little bit more all these things that who you are not, then it's the beginning of, then who am I if I'm not this, if I'm not this, if I'm not that. But then who am I is somehow when you each single of this dissolve, you come to the place where you're feeling, I'm no one. That's true. You're no one. And you can, if you're no one, you can be good everyone. If you're one, you cannot be good one. So it's better to be no one and doing everything, being everything, having all kind of fine, with no rules and regulations, than being one and condition everything, all your life, condition around it and suffer and not, never have some sense of fullness of who you are. So I think main thing, I think it's like our own suffering, a great doorway. You know, like I always say that no matter how difficult situation I'm in, or no matter how strong emotion I'm feeling, I ask one question. I said, what is the purpose of this horrible situation? And what is the higher purpose of this horrible situation? What is the higher purpose of this deep pain? What is the higher purpose? And when I ask this question, I see there's always a deeper meaning, deeper reason to have that pain. It's not just to suffer, but to wake up, or to find myself, or to find the joy, or to find, there's a greater reason. But you can use that suffering as a doorway, transformation, to recognize and connect with your true self. I think so. But otherwise, and you also have a good reason or good, how you say, it makes sense to connect with those pains because they are so vividly present in your life. Rather than looking for saying, what is the door for my true nature, and looking for somewhere else, going to India, reading complicated books, changing names and dressing different colors of clothes. Those are fun thing to do, but not really, there's no good outcome of that, you know. But your own suffering, they tell so much story. And if you have a good relation to that, maybe your suffering are the best friend, door for your finding yourself. And that's what Buddha did. Buddha found the enlightenment through the suffering. Yeah, so there are some are more luckier than this and others. So those are people who are kind of living very much on the surface, and they have a harder chance to kind of find out the truth. For it's true, it's harder, but they will have their time. They will not going to stay there forever. They will see the change on those things. They will see the end of those things. They will face their challenges in their own schedule. But everybody has a different schedule for awakening. Everybody need to take time. So I think again that everybody probably some point in the Buddhist theory is that eventually everybody will become Buddha. So that means eventually everybody will take time and reflect and recognize and achieve Buddha. But not eventually, but sooner could be better. So I hope that everybody awakens soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.